know who it is. You know what it is. You love throwing me in the fire, Jesse. That ain't even much right, man. You know what it is. You know who it is. You know who I am. This is 1/3 of Grind Mode. This your homie. What is my name again? Grind Mode Chaos, a.k.a. Martin Luther Chaos, a.k.a. the Section 8 sex symbol, a.k.a. Henrietta's son, a.k.a. Sister Kettle's grandson, a.k.a. By any means necessary, aka I don't sit down, aka unstoppable. You know what I'm talking about? Aka I'm black and I'm proud. AKA no, I'm not part of the AKs. AKA BKA Mr. Hannah. AKA Jeremiah's father. AKA a whole bunch of AKAs, man. Y'all know
AKA
the
no
routine, man. I'm
discount.
doing
The price is what it is.
the price. Hey, talk that trash, just talk that trash. Man, and he got back up. Boy, don't even play. You see this right here? Because I can't show what I want to show on L right now. Because you know what I'm talking about? Hey, stop playing with us. Hey, man, pay the full price or else you going to find somewhere else to be at. You heard me? You paying the full price or find somewhere else to be at. We live on television right now, so ain't no telling what can happen. Pay the full price or find somewhere else to be at. You heard me? And no, and we ain't dealing with nobody that's bouncing checks. We ain't dealing with nobody that ain't got their money in they. You know what I'm talking about? Get your affairs in order. Get your affairs in order. Do not jump in that inbox or you're gonna get your feelings hurt. I promise you that, man.
We're not coming
Listen,
to your
man, for
house at 2
those
in the morning to get the money. You got to have cash
I'm gonna
out.
knock on that door like this.
You have cash out.
Man, straight up,
Venmo.
man, we ain't playing no games, man. Shout out to Atlanta in the building. Shout out to everybody that's going crazy right now, cause I done went viral again. You know what I'm talking about? We need to play that video later on in the episode because I'm excited about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going viral for something, and that's just worth bragging on. You know what I'm talking about? So the homie, if y'all look at my Instagram, yeah, see who I'm talking about. He was dancing to one of my songs, and man, now we millions of views up. We a million on Baller Alert. We a million on TikTok. We a million on Facebook. So it's crazy right now for me, man. Like I'm really excited, man. A song that I came out with a bunch of years ago is still rekindling the flame. So man, shout out to everybody that's supporting that. And then it's good when things like that happen because the new generation that has no idea who I am, they jump right back in motion. They be like, man, look, brother, what is this song about? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to China Doll. Shout out to everybody that's on my live. Shout out to Project God all the way in Watts right now. You 3 hours behind me, so I know it's like 5 o'clock. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast. Shout out to anybody that's banging how you banging and repping what you repping and supporting what you supporting, man. We all about positivity on this TV show. You know how I rock. You know what I'm saying? I got DKE coming up real soon. I got the masterminds behind the 24hourhiphop.com movement. I'm excited about that because that's like family. That is family. You know what I'm saying? They got things going on. They actually go hard for the whole Liddy situation. So shout out to them. Don't want to go too far in this episode without acknowledging this shirt right here, which comes all the way of Ambitions Life Royalty. Ambitions Life Royalty, man. So shout out to this clothing line. This is also out of Broward by the way too, man. Anthony B, man, salute, man. I appreciate the shirt, man. Anything that's a black owned company, man. I try to go hard for my people, man. So I love this shirt. It's a good fit. I also want to show the packaging, Jesse, because that's the way you win me. When you got good packaging, look at that. That's how you win me. When you got that good packaging, you're going to always win me over. You know what I'm saying? So, man, salute to him, man. Anthony B, man, for actually mailing me out the shirt. I need some more shirts, man. I know I'm doing a lot, but y'all got to bear with me today. My week, I've been living on Clubhouse. That's what I've been doing. I be on Clubhouse so much, man. I'm like addicted again. I had laid off Clubhouse, but now that I'm back on it, it's like I missed it so much, man, because it's so many different advantages. Um, especially in the aspect of networking. You know what I mean? People don't understand like a lot of the connections that we have and everything that come from building these relationships. Demi, what's happening? Happy birthday, Miss Maid and Miami Dade. Happy birthday, and definitely happy birthday to my firstborn, man. Davionte's birthday today, man. So, shout out to the Geminis. Okay, that's all the shout outs y'all gonna get. Because it's not about y'all. It's definitely not about no Geminis. It's always about Leos. I'm just being honest. Like, y'all shouldn't even have a day. You know what I'm saying? Geminis ain't really about much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that. So y'all definitely, man, share the live. Keep hitting me off over here, man. I'm trying to focus, but it's definitely hard, man, because I got a lot going on. But yeah, the clubhouse situation, man, I've been getting in some great rooms, some very productive rooms, and it's still mental health month, and it's a lot of pain out there, man. That's the best way I could put it, man. It's like it's a lot of pain out there. So, man, apply yourself, put yourself in a position in which you can help somebody, man, because it's real out there, man. You know what it is. Project God, again, what's happening? DJ Huff, man, what's good? Don't look at the back of this phone. I done dropped this phone like 500,000 times. So don't crack no jokes on my phone. It'll get violent.
Hey, so
Um,
what's your review? We gotta do the club review from last night.
I'm going first or you going first
You
about how
go.
you feel?
You go first.
Um, I'm gonna say this. I've been there more than once, so I got to jump on it. You know what I mean? More than you do. The first time I went, very explosive. A lot of energy. It was like people like Simba was in the building. I think it's NRG Simba. I want to say his name correctly. He did his thing. Il Mac tore the stage down when he performed the last time and last night. But as far as last night, I really like that spot. I've always loved that area where Cafe Iguana is at. I never had been to Club Premiere until I went to that open mic, but I liked it, man. I have nothing bad to say about that night, man, because first off, we back out here again. That feels good. Second off, man, that's where I started at. I started in them open mics. I started, in that world of like artists supporting artists. So it feels good to see that again because it's been a while. You know what I mean? And artists tend to be very competitive. The order, I think we both can agree. I wish Lex would have went first. You know what I mean? And said what he had to say. He gave some great gems, some great gems. It's called Blueprint Mondays is what I'm speaking on. I just went to talk about it and didn't clarify what we were talking about. But every Monday, it's an open mic showcase down here in South Florida, put together by the great head coach 305. If y'all looking him up on Instagram, um, Empress Raw hosted. Teflon, DJ Teflon is DJing. Shout out to Jam Squad. But last night host was guest was Lex from Lex Promotions. I thought it was good. So what do you think?
Yeah, I liked it. I like the spot. I think the spot is actually I Crave is the kitchen over there. So that's they definitely got a great kitchen situation. I wonder how long it's going to be before they start charging people to valet park out there. I hate when they charge you to valet park in the shopping center parking lot. Now you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
so crazy. But yeah, I thought and obviously last night it was a little bit light, but you can see that it's definitely a nice vibe in the spot, and hopefully people will come out and support on a regular. I mean, there's another. I'm gonna go back and check out Mogul Monday next week with Tone C and them because I want to find a spot where we can go out and do like a pre-show before the club gets popping. You know what I'm saying? We can do the pre-show at the club and actually help draw people out to the venue. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I'm looking to do something like that. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Matter of fact, I
I
turned on I
enjoyed it
turned on
too,
a couple
man.
people to it because people you need to have your artists out there performing. You have a chance to get some video footage of performance and things like that. You need to get if you're serious about what you're doing, you need to get out there, whatever the stage fee is, whatever, handle it. and keep it moving.
Right. I mean, it's only gonna get bigger and better, hopefully, and stuff like that really does help perfect your craft because you don't know it all. You know what I'm saying? You getting out there and getting your practice on, you getting your network on, and then you're ultimately some of this stuff is practice toward what you're really trying to get is like concert shows, performances, booked for clubs, to perform at these clubs, and that's the best way to get practice on. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking back in which some of the people that I used to do shows with used to complain so much about it, and it's a part of the art form. It's some work, man. So
Remember we met
if
that
you don't
cat
want to do the
Jarrell from
work,
St.
find something else to
Louis.
do.
Had a cat all the way from St. Louis.
Right. He came all the way down here for this, man. So that's awesome, bro. Like, especially when you start seeing people from out of town, you be like, man, people really take this serious, bro. And that's a great thing. You know what I mean? Like so, yeah. I felt like security wise, it was good. It felt safe. They felt professional.
Hmm.
Um, Drinks was flowing. The vibe was there. It was no tension in the air. A lot of people came from down south too. Shout out to them. A lot of people keep coming from down south too, man. Bubba Jr. Uh, that whole Ill Matt team is ferocious in there, man. Like I wish he would have performed the songs that they know him for that night, man. Because Ill Matt is a beast, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like when he performed, like he demands that attention respectfully, and he knows how to control a crowd, man. So that guy did good, man.
Yeah.
Birdman, what's good, man? One of my champion boxer friends, man. I got to get you on the show too, man, so we can have a little chop up session. But yeah, man, I think it's about time for us to run into some videos. Let's do our thing, bro. Like, I'm waiting on you, champ. Each and every Tuesday. I believe we did. It's Love You, man, doing the most. That's what's going on with that record, man. We actually play that all day, every day. So that's without question, man. So big shout out to Love You. Also, I'm gonna make this announcement because that's coming up on what day is this? June the 3rd, which is like basically next week, man. I got Broke Boy Fozzy. He got the release party. That's for TJ 3K. You know, I had him on my show about a couple months ago. That brother dropped a lot of knowledge. To be so young, he dropped a lot of knowledge, man. And we did the interview that was hitting, bro. And he done dropped like several videos since then, man. We need some clean versions to those, man. So me and Super Cindy are hosting that. That's on the 3rd. That whole Crown 305, Crown Miami 305. They doing their thing. 20hiphop.com, Super Cindy, The Liddy Show, 24hourhiphop.com, Rated Miami. Can't forget them. 99 Jams, shots to them. Major League ENT. You know, the shirts that I'm always wearing, that Love Merch 5, that Love 5 merch. Man, they got some nice stuff, man. So salute to that whole organization. Um, Rican, what's happening, homie? We got people from all over Watts, Nigeria, Africa, Toronto, just to name a few. Um, I'm trying to preserve as much energy as I can because this weekend I haven't dealt with the weekend I'm probably about to have in some years. Jesse, help me. Help me, please. Let me tell you something. I ain't seen a Memorial Weekend in Miami in so long. I don't know what they expect. This making me feel like how the carnival is. I'm ready for the road. I'm ready for the road. You feel me? Oh, there ain't no best of the best this year.
They're gonna have it. They're gonna
Oh
have it in the fall.
man,
Yeah.
that's what's missing, bruh.
I
And
bet you
look what I got in
South
my
Beach gonna look
hands,
like South Africa, bro. Uh oh.
bruh. This that classic. Now I
Yeah.
showed this on my TV show before, but I had to go back into it. I'm just doing a blast from the past. This is the
JB used to come
Ozone
up on those
magazine.
joints, those little special episodes she used to do. She
Right.
came up on those.
Man, this was easy money, man. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to all these different artists that have blown up and it's good to look at these, to look at the time capsules. Can't show that. That has something in reference to take one. That is no longer take one. That is the one now. Look at Sam Sneak. This is before the dreads. Everything I'm showing on this episode right now, I'm finna screen record this. I gotta show this. Look, that's DJ Sam Sneak. His life is totally different right now. Totally. I'm lying. So shout out to Sam Sneak, man. Like from that picture all the way up till now, you gotta think, man. That's now you DJ for Dream Chasers. You was MMG. You were A&R at MMG. Man, to go from a DJ in a strip club and to have Jam Squad elevate into the level that they're on, man, I'm so proud of you, Sam Sneak. I gotta get him on the show. There's another one, DJ Def.
Oh, in the
I
mix.
feel like in the mix. I can't say it like DJ Def. In the mix. Hey man, you a legend, man. Like,
Yep.
and you know what's so exciting about this? Just seeing going into this time capsule, seeing where some of these people came from, where they at. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta definitely take some of these clips and show these. And go another one. Dunk Riders. We was with part of the Dunk Riders last night, which is head coach. So salute the head coach. Iceberg father, that's when he was super young. Now Iceberg has his own store. You know what I'm saying? He's still banging out great music. Just dropped another project. Who else we got in here?
Uh oh.
Briscoe.
The Opalaka Goon.
Opalaka Goon. You already know what it is. He working on some stuff with Ghost Rider. He working on some stuff with oh man, that last mixtape was crazy. I'm about to puzzle you on this one because I don't remember where he at. 21 Reese.
Oh wow, you got me. You got me
You
on that
got me
one.
too. Cause I'm telling you, bro. I can't tell you what happened to 21 Reese. And they ain't no shot. They ain't me being funny. I just said her name and look, here she go.
Super Cindy.
Super Cindy. Do Super Cindy got a logo?
Yeah, I think
Do
it's
she
like kind of
got
like a
a
Superman
No,
type
no,
of
no, no,
deal.
no. I just mean like, do she got a slogan or something? Oh, you know
Oh
what? It's her laugh. I ain't gonna try to
yeah.
do that, Super Cindy. You're not gonna get me to do that because you're the only person on the planet. You gotta have dimples this deep to laugh like Super Cindy. Like, and I ain't got no dimples, man. So shout out to Super
Shout out
Cindy.
Super Cindy.
Been, man, she done stood the test of time, and now she goes hard for a lot of upcoming artists, man. So salute to
Yeah.
Super Cindy, man. Everything that we trying to do with our TV network, um, oh, commercial break. I do want to say happy birthday. I was reinformed uh, by the GM, the founder, the boss, the HNIC that our birthday's coming up. We got to do something crazy, man.
Yeah.
Video mix is about to be legal, so video mix is old enough to drink, ladies and gentlemen. So we got to figure out something between now and then. We got to figure out something crazy to do, man. So
Yeah.
we about to walk into. Is this my last episode of May? That's it.
Yep.
That's it. So this is the last time y'all gonna see me in Mental Health Month. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody that's on my live, share my live. Please share my live. So yeah, this is the last episode of May, man. We did good, man. We've been
Hey,
doing
speaking
good
of
for the
mental
last
health
20.
month, I think that's a good segue, man, into this. I wanted to play this apology that Charlemagne gave to Kwame Brown after after they was dominating the whole all the social media for about a week. You know,
Right.
Charlemagne. Charlemagne. Well, I'd rather play it and then we could just talk about
Okay,
it on, on the other
you
side.
could play it, but you're bringing me up to speed too because I know most of the story. But just play it and let's talk about it.
Okay. Hold on one
Let's
second.
do it.
There we go.
I didn't even think about when I spoke on, Kwame and his family, how many people were impacted by those things I was speaking on. I mean, That's generational. Okay,
That
I
might shed
caused
a
pain
light,
and
shed a light. Beats, what's
unintentionally
up?
poked at
Real
people's
quiet. You be
wounds.
doing
Okay,
all
wounds
my
that will
stuff,
probably
man. I
never
appreciate
heal.
it.
And I can't take back those words, but I can apologize. I think oftentimes we, meaning black people, we fight each other with our demons, whether true or false, whatever is the worst thing we know about a person or think we know about a person, we default to that. And that was not my intention. I was not in any way, shape, or form trying to paint Kwame in a negative light. Okay, that black man is not my op. He wasn't my op when I said it. In my mind, I'm defending that man, but I should have been defending him as Leonard Charlemagne the God McKelvey, the professional, and not Leonard Larry, whatever you want to call me from Monk's Corner, South Carolina, talking like I'm home in the town on why I believe they need to leave Kwame Brown alone. That was whack because the conversation didn't even have to go there. The conversation should have been about basketball. Yes, leave Kwame Brown alone because he achieved a goal and a dream that 1.3% of NCAA seniors will achieve, and 0.03% of high school seniors. You know how small a number that is? And, just that's just simply being drafted in the NBA. If you play 13 seasons and make $65 million, you're a success, okay? If you work 13 years anywhere and make that kind of money, you're a success. So salute to that man. The only expectations we have to live up to is our own. That's why I always say success is subjective, okay? My views of success may be different than yours. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. But we didn't even get into that conversation because my mind automatically went to something that it didn't even have to go to. In doing that, I unintentionally caused trauma. And since I unintentionally caused trauma, I have to be intentional about causing healing. I'm not about to sit around and have beef with another black man for nothing. Trust me, as y'all know, I have a lot of real enemies who are gunning for me every day. Kwame Brown is not going to be one of them. Okay? I totally understand why Kwame Brown was upset at me. I went low. That wasn't my intention. But in hindsight, it was low. And Kwame took it to the floor with me. And y'all be online so excited, ready to see black people go back and forth and tear each other down. I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and forth if I feel like I wronged somebody. I'm going to apologize. That's what I think a good man does. A good man apologizes for the mistakes, that he made. But a great man corrects them. Hopefully, I get the opportunity to do that one day. But for now, I just apologize. And I'm not beefing with a black man who's born where I was born and has family where I'm from. There's nothing on this planet that I love more than God, my family, and Monk's Corner, South Carolina, the whole low country, the 843. Drop on the clues bomb for the 843. Okay? So when I say I sincerely apologize to Kwame Brown and his family and the family of Bill Brown and Monk's Corner, I mean that. Only thing I'm responsible for is my energy in recognizing my own insanity. And Eckhart Tolle once said to recognize one's own insanity is, of course, the arising of sanity, the beginning of healing and transcendence. I truly believe if trauma can be passed down through generations, then so can healing. Me, Leonard McKelvey, I have never claimed to be perfect. In fact, I'm far from it. I'm not going to always get it right. The same things people listen to me for is the same things they hate me for because I talk too much. I overshare. I overshare about myself. I overshare about others, and that has historically gotten me in trouble. But we are all works in progress. And one of the most healing things you can do is recognize where in your life you are your own poison. And last week I was poisoned to Kwame Brown, Bill Brown, and their families. For that, I sincerely apologize.
That was big of him, bro. Cause his mouth is crazy sometimes, bro. But and I don't think I've seen him apologize. You know what I mean? He said some things that's crazy. So y'all getting my natural reaction toward that apology coming from him. I really feel like he's sincere for more than one reason. I know they play homie like he's supposed to be somebody to be feared because of what was originally said about his family members, his father, his brother, whatever the case may be. But I don't feel like he's apologizing for that reason. I feel like he knows he's wrong. I don't feel like he's under pressure. Well, he's under pressure in different ways, but he's been under pressure so many times. I don't think that matters, man. But I really honestly believe him, and I hope he means that, and I hope they, get that together and fix it.
Yeah.
Because, man, we gotta stop it, bro. You want to give your take on it, King? Go ahead.
Yeah, I really agree with what I have a similar interpretation as you do, because I saw that when I first saw the clip of Charlemagne, it's like I was like, man, he really volunteered a lot of unnecessary information about this man's family and that sort of thing, and it didn't sit right with me, and then I saw the internet just went berserk, and just and Kwame Brown. I think it was kind of a kind of a compounded situation because people been just making Kwame Brown as if the man's a joke for so long. I think he got to a melting point, but then Charlemagne just poured gasoline on the fire. But I appreciate the brother apologizing, and I felt it was sincere. I mean, that's all I can go off of is my impression of that. It seemed like it was sincere, and you got to be able to learn. And he said, he caught it from his people back in his hometown. He caught it. He had to stand and take his punishment. You know what I'm saying? And people had to curse him out and this and that. And you got to take that. That's a part of making it right. You know. So
Right. I'm happy on how that's turning out so far because it was a lot of playing tennis with words back and forth. That was really just some kind of energy that we don't need as a people. So I definitely feel him, man. It don't matter where you from. I know you keep saying South Carolina. And salute the 813, man. I know about 813, man. That's where my oldest son is from. He's still in Japan. I'm mad he hasn't called me for his birthday. But they 12 hours ahead of me, so I'm a spare the rod. I mean, I'm gonna spare him today instead of sparing the rod. But yeah, man, I'm glad he did apologize because I'm telling you, I don't think I've ever heard him apologize. But it's good to hear. You know what I'm saying? And that was a sucky situation, man. Like, and it was really uncalled for, man. And dude already got enough pressure on top of him than to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
I was even
So,
looking at
man,
Jalen Rose was really taking up for Kwame Brown because he said he wanted to retire the term bust because they're trying to act like the man is a failure in life and things like that. And it's like I can't, he wasn't, he's not like he's Shaq or anything like that or Anthony Brown. Anthony Davis. I'm sorry, but it's like but he was in the league for 13 years, and you don't last 13 years and you're trash. You might get away for
right,
your rookie contract or something like that, but you're not gonna last that long, and you're a trash player. So
right. Hey, man, shout out to Geisha 305. I can't even remember the two NBA players that was throwing shots at the homie Kwame, man, and she cut. Well,
that
Geisha
was Steven
305 cut
Jackson
them up
and
so bad.
Steven Jackson and
What's the
Matt
name?
Barnes. That's Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes.
Oh man, she cut them up so bad, bro. And I hope they heard it because it was funny, man. And she. One thing about Geisha, they can hate all they want on Geisha 305, but she be dropping a lot of facts, and she go through the stats and she does her research
We gotta
before
get her
she
on the
start.
show.
Like, yeah, I'm working on it, man. Shout out to Geisha 305, man. We definitely gonna get her on the show, man. You know that's like family, man. Shout out to everybody from the 305, but definitely Geisha 305. She's been giving a lot of people a run for their money. You know what I'm saying? And doing a great job at writing out um her information in order to serve these guys, man. So I love it, man. Geisha, keep doing your thing. I was crying laughing because she was dead right, man. It was like, man, how y'all basketball players y'all wasn't even popping like that. You know what I'm saying? To be acting like y'all was Michael Jordan or LeBron and y'all trying to put that man down, trying to clout chase basically. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was saying. Shout out to Joel, the Don, and all the rest of the people that's on here, man. We got some other things coming up, man. Foxy was good. South Carolina was good. North Carolina was good. Virginia was good. Connecticut was good. LA was good. Chicago was good. Detroit was good. The whole Dade County was good. Ghouls was good. My little cousin just kicked in the door, man. So Ghouls, what they do, man. Shout out to them steppers, them real steppers. And definitely shout out to the homie Swervo. I got my artist coming down here in a couple weeks. New artist that I'm working with. So, man, real stepper, I need to holler at you about that so we can get him in motion over there with Swervo. But yeah, man, we ain't gonna stop. I still want to go through some of these names, man. Like, look, we can't forget about this.
Uh oh, the Don Dada.
That's back. That, that's back in the Terror Squad chain days. You see that Terror Squad chain? You see it? That's a real time
What,
capsule
what,
right
would you,
there.
what would you say his waist size was in that picture? compared to
It
now.
wasn't what it
You
is
know,
now.
you know, went up. Because for some reason in Miami, at some point, it seemed like as a DJ, you can tell when the DJ done got real successful. They just get
Right,
big, right? I mean,
right,
I'm talking about beyond, physically just large. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Oh, I can't forget about this legend, real legend, somebody I got a chance to work with and be on the road with.
uh,
Bizzle Child Time, man. You already know, man. It's
R.I.P.
still love, man. I love you, boy. Salute to you, King. You know what I mean? I done been from Miami all the way to Texas with this guy. And man, to see him leave the way he left, it sucks. But I make sure that when I do concerts and shows, I always try to incorporate his music in my show just to pay homage, man. And speaking of the devil, boom, there they go.
Get your
Now let me
sway
tell you what my
on.
waist size was. My my waist size in this was about it. Nah, I'm just joking. It's all, it's almost the same. I just got to starve myself for a couple weeks, man. So, man, shout out to the team. There go another one. They got your show on
Under
deck.
surveillance.
Yeah, under
All right.
surveillance, man. Shout out to under surveillance. That boy Yak, that boy Buster Free. You already know what it is, man. Still at it, still at it. Now I don't remember what happened to these guys. Beats to the beans.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm not familiar with those bros.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think that was one of those situations where they got a little check and they kept on pushing, bruh. But shout out to them, man. You already know, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
if you
know.
want,
JB used to sell out on that magazine quick. I know those special edition joints, Super Bowl,
right?
and I know she killed it with that.
I ain't gonna lie. She cleaned up with this, boy. She cleaned up with this. And a bit of it in my own, and a bit of it in my own, and a bit of it,
Get
shout out to
fresh.
Get Fresh. Hey, Shawar laughing because she already know, like, boy.
AKA Deep Side.
Yeah, this was our magazine right here. Another one that we lost right here. Another legend who I got the chance to work with and really supported a lot, man. You seen him a lot in our magazine, Shawar. You know what this is. The homie Toro,
Uh,
man. Yeah, man. Opalaka for real, Opalaka. You feel me? So, man, rest in peace to the homie Toro, man. Love you to death, homie. Like, you already know what it is. Oh, I almost forgot. This was a good album, though. Triller.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good album, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good album, man. The other homie, man, he need to come back and drop some crack, boy, some real fire.
hmm
Ace Hood.
I still when I look at some of the some of the recent interviews and stuff like that, I get confused sometimes where people in their I guess in their aspirations compared to I guess where they are currently and things like that. Cause I will say, boy, Khaled did everything he could for at least from the vantage point I have. You know,
Uh huh.
he put my man in the game. You know,
Right.
so
It
it's
was.
hard.
It's a tough one, but I hope he come back. And guess who we was with last night? Here you go.
Oh, there it is. Lex promo.
That was the skinny. That was the skinny version. We done all put a little weight on. Well, that's when he was really working on flyers on them cars. Like,
You remember when Lex had
see
that
them
office
flyers?
off of Ives Dairy, and he sniped out the whole like he was on the second floor, and he sniped out all the windows on the office. That was nice.
Right. There go another one. I don't know where he went. I know he went to the West Coast, and I ain't heard from him since. The little
See,
Haitian
I
dude,
give you an
Smitty.
example. Seem like Smitty seemed like he got in the skip line, right? and then people
Uh,
for some reason people didn't connect. I mean, there was that Diamonds on My Neck was a decent record, right? But people was
right,
hating, and then hating on the backstory and all that, you know. So
right,
people it's like it was almost like refused to allow him to live, right?
right. That was a tough one because I remember it clearly. And a lot of people say, "Oh, he ain't from Little Haiti. He not
Hmm.
this, and he not really this." And man, you just got to keep fighting through it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't let that hate beat you too, man, because it's
And he had
easy to
links with
get
Dr.
caught up.
Dre, right? Didn't he have links with Dr. Dre?
Right. He had a record with him. He did all kinds of stuff, bro. I think he got signed to man, I can't remember, but I know he went to like the West Coast for a little while.
Hmm.
And man, Miss Parker from Houston, man, shout out to Texas. I don't remember what happened. This was another one that was skinny before we started getting money. That money did it. That money did it. That was right after he was ball groomer. A lot of people don't remember he was ball groomer at that time, and then he turned to ball greasy. Man, salute to ball greasy, man. Always holding it down. Tarpon Springs, this ain't South Florida. You know this was about a check right here. You know they were
Oh
trying to
yeah.
take care of that. Yeah, that was about that check right there. I
Two
already know it.
pistols. Let me get that.
And shout out to Two Pistols. That boy was getting money at that time. I remember him. Man, listen. The rest of these model pictures, I can't put these online. They're gonna shut our whole TV show down. Oh yeah, we can't forget about them right here though. Hold up, let me show you this. Triple C's.
Uh oh. There it is.
Yeah, that's legendary right there, man. And that's back when they used to put the whole map. Look, South Beach map to show you where the club,
Yeah.
where the
Yeah.
little food spot was at. You don't need none of that now. You just
Yeah.
need
Right.
you just need DoorDash.
You just need
You
your
feel me?
phone.
You need like
All you need is your phone. Your
yeah, you
phone wasn't
need
even
your
doing
yeah
all
yeah.
that, man.
Let me shut up. You said it better than me. All you need is your phone, and your phone gonna do all that. You don't need none of that. Oh man, they used to try to push the life out of that one. That's Haitian Fresh. Shout out to Haitian Fresh.
I
Shout
was
out to
just getting
Watts
ready to say
Clever.
Haitian Fresh lived in Ozone. He made sure he
Right.
stayed. Didn't he stay somewhere up in Central Florida? Haitian
I
Fresh.
think he in Orlando. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he in Orlando.
Yeah. He stayed. He stayed. He stayed doing his thing.
Yeah, man. Oh, you can't never forget about the celebrity basketball game.
Yeah, at the what was it at the Miami Arena? Remember the ones that was at the Miami Arena? That Miami Arena was
We
gone
was
by
at
then,
the
right?
arena yet? Nah, I think the arena stopped. I mean, it ain't no, this was at Northwestern Senior High
Oh,
School.
okay. You remember when he did it at the old
Th-
Miami
th-
Arena?
right. It was
Yeah.
there first and then it went to couple schools and then I don't think they ever did it at the triple A arena.
Actually, no, that was more. They did more like Zoe Summer Groove and stuff like
Right.
that.
Strategically, shout out to my strategically family. Oh, this somebody who stayed in the ozone all the time too. You see it. Shout out to all them tastemakers and TJs and all that there
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think they had like a little media partnership going on.
Right. TJs, DJs, and the Ozone Award, August the 8th. Right. This the one I went to. I'm gonna tell you why this funny because this was my birthday weekend. You see what day it is. That's
Where was
my
that in
birthday,
Orlando?
August the
Where
8th.
was that at? Was that here or in Orlando?
Nah, we was in Houston.
Oh, okay.
We was in Houston, bruh. So we did this, and a couple months later, we went to Houston and showed out. Boy, so much happened that weekend, man. That was the weekend Lil Flip and T.I. was beefing, and Alpha Omega had tried to jump on Lil Flip, and they had Clover G's out there. That I remember that. I remember that Mike Jones got jumped on by Trader Truth. I got the video footage if I could ever find it. I
Wow.
had just met Jay Prince, man. I met Jay Prince, shook his hand, and you know who introduced? That's crazy. You know who introduced me to Jay Prince? Hurricane Chris. Because remember,
Oh
I used to
wow.
work for Teach. I worked that project,
Hey,
And
hey,
when we
hey.
was in Texas, I was talking to Hurricane Chris, and I knew about Jay Prince, but he was such a ghost and a legend. It wasn't like now. You can pull it up on Instagram and see who he is.
I think
But man, if
Hurricane
I'd have
Chris in
knew it,
some hot water right now.
yeah, about that, I think the murder charge, allegedly. So, so yeah, man, I don't think it's looking too good for him, man,
Yeah.
because the way they did it, I think they said he left and then came back, and but then there's security footage on the. So I ain't gonna speak on that case, but you'll see. We gonna see how it play out. I haven't heard anything else from it though. I don't know. Listen, I think we gonna run to some videos. We done going in the time capsule. We're gonna give it one more segment, and then we're gonna get with our next guest, 24 hour,
If Drew
and we're
didn't
gonna enjoy
film
the
it.
rest. Bye. If you black, we in sync. Bye. Hey, let me stop, boy. I be having to calm down. That song be making me get extra unique, extra petite. But the hood call me fat. Hey man, shout out to Toby, man. Shout out to Fat. Shout out to that mint colored grill. Shout out to that unity. Shout out to all that blackness in that video. Cause that's on fire. Southwest side. That's where I'm from. But anyways, let me try to bring it back down. You should have never played that video because you know I be about to knock cameras over and do all that, man. Shout out to Toby, man. Um, this next guest that I got, I'm very excited because you heard me throw that west side up because I'm from Southwest Dade County, Southwest Miami. That's where I'm from. That's what I rep. So I'm excited about these guys because they play a part in that. And the more we do, the more unified we get, and the more we trying to take over and create something that hasn't been done. So, without further ado, you seen them on the flyer. You see me with them. You see I'm with them. You see them with me. I don't want to do no more talking, man. 24 hourhiphop.com. These guys is legendary. I've been waiting to get these guys on my show for a minute, so let's do it, man. I'm ready. There it go. Yeah. I feel like I'm over there with you guys. I I try to get the best intro that I can give, but I'm gonna let y'all give it. So now, when I have guests on my television show, I gotta tell all the same rules: no smoking, no drinking, no profanity, no drugs, no guns, no murdering people, no choking nobody out, no beating your baby mama. I gotta give these rules because I've had the craziest things happen on my TV show. But listen, man, hold up. I know y'all ain't got the shirts on. I know y'all ain't got no shirts on. Hold up, man. Show the people. Ah, they did it. That's it. I'm over. That's it.
We're gonna get you, bro. We're gonna get you all the brand and
What?
stuff.
Nah, cause you know you wrong, 24. You already trying
No.
to fix it.
Oh man.
24, you trying to fix it. Oh, I'm gonna get you a shirt. I should have had one on tonight.
You should have. You definitely should have. Right.
Hey, so listen, let me start back over. For those who have no clue who you are, to me, y'all are like beasts. Y'all go hard in the community. Y'all help the culture out tremendously. But tell the people who you are.
So I'll give you a little background or whatever. This is 24 hours. I'm pretty much. I was a pioneer early about 13, 14 years ago with putting the music in the Dade County on the internet. I work with a lot of people Cabbage, Paul Greavy, Billy Blue, Briscoe, kind of everybody in Dade County that was on top. That is kind of who I work with, professionally. So with the success of the website back then, we were one of the top websites on the internet. Out of all the websites on the internet, we were the number one website that was offering free music downloads. That's pretty much how popular we were. We were really really big. It was before and after MySpace and before Star. Just to give you a time frame, but Brent, here's my time.
Conditions, because both of y'all, it takes a team in order to win the way y'all win. So it's go like through like a little baby layout of the team or the organization.
So to be honest with you, the team is really large. As we continue to progress through our years of business, the team kind of gets bigger. Whether you're directly affiliated or indirectly affiliated, you're still under the same kind of umbrella per se. Just depends what brand or what footing that you got in. But essentially, how we're rolling and we're picking everybody up is if you're doing something in the industry and you're a positive influence and you're really trying to put people on or create content. Essentially, we're putting together a whole team of people who are constantly creating different content and producing like shows of value. So that way, we have high quality content to show off these artists.
I gotta say I salute to y'all because even in just that introduction, y'all been around for a minute, but y'all, I feel like y'all are good at playing the background. And you know how some people have an organization, they're always in the front and the back, blah blah blah. It's sort of like myself, but some people are 10 times worse than me. But y'all are really in the shadows. So I had to bring y'all to the forefront too. You know what I mean? Because y'all do a lot of interviewing, but y'all don't get interviewed as much as I think y'all should because y'all do a lot for not just Miami or Florida, just for the game. You know what I mean? You're a part of this DNA makeup, especially going into this new wave, not the new year, but the new wave of what's about to become. It's crazy. So I just wanted some history and y'all to distribute the information amongst my viewers here in South Florida, here in Atlanta. Um, and y'all are sort of like gatekeepers, but not blocking nobody out. Like some people misuse that power, and y'all in a position of power, bro. Like, how do you even deal with that position and not misuse that power? Because it is a power. Let's be clear.
I can say I think I've been I think the reason why I'm successful so far is because I haven't actually picked up an artist. If I would have picked up an artist, then I might fall under that spotlight of being biased because I'm doing all these things and I'm orchestrating all these things, and then my artist is winning. So because I haven't picked up an artist and that every opportunity that I'm actually offering and generating, creating, I'm offering it to all the artists around. So it's kind of a equal opportunity platform per se. Whether you're on a free segment or a paid segment or you're in front of the live audience, there's definitely different options for you to fit in. But essentially, I feel like the success so far has been that I haven't picked up a specific project, so it doesn't feel like I'm being biased to anybody.
What's stopping you from doing that? Because y'all actually see talent, you know talent. You're almost like an A&R. So why not do it?
That's kind of where what we're kind of looking to do in the next. I don't want to say right now, but in the next few iterations of what we're doing. Just to give some background, when we were doing 24-hour hip hop, 13 years ago when we were actually on top, we can pick up an artist that nobody knew. We can put them on our website, and because our influence was so big, we can make that artist somebody. The same way as if we found a product from a company that didn't exist and wrote an article about that, and that product got so many sales that they had to open up a company to start selling that product. So when you have enough of an influence, then you have the power to make moves. Right now, I'm well connected, I'm well respected, but I can't turn my finger and make somebody big. I don't have that influence. I had that influence previously with 24. So essentially understanding that we're essentially trying to build up the team and multiple brands so that way we can find that and offer that.
And it really takes money to do what y'all do. Um, y'all got like 5 different PPP loans, or how y'all did that? Y'all got a trap house in front of the Liddy show, or like how does that work? Like y'all got funding, um, y'all selling beer oil with the beer guy. Like how does that work?
To be honest with you, everything is just off of the face. To be honest with you, because of the belief of and the credibility of 24 Hour the brand, I could essentially walk into studios, get free time, and do things because I'm creating and generating value for them as well. I'm not just going in there and just using the studio. I'm creating, producing shows. I'm branding their studios. I'm putting their stuff out there the same way as when I'm working with these sponsors and these vendors. The reason why these sponsors and vendors love to work with us is because we're always trying to put their name out there. We're always trying to add value to what they're doing. So um, essentially everything is all sweat equity and off of the face card. To be honest, now there's money at the table from the efforts and everything that we've been putting in. So I can say that for the last 3 years, it's been sweat equity from everybody, the team. If anything, certain investments came out of not just me, but the team members themselves to level up and purchase their things and invest into new hardware, new tools, and new things to kind of speed up their process and craft. So essentially, it's just off of the mustard, to be honest with you.
And what's getting you high from this? You know how you can take somebody like a Robbie, and I know Robbie Joe for like 100 years, so I know that he gets a high from like the art of being a photographer or creating a scene or ambiance or setting for, you know what I mean? Like I've watched him work for so long, but you could tell there's a love there. What is the love? Because I'm not in your position, in which I've never ran a successful website like you do for the culture, because it's almost like a magazine, and you do have a magazine, but it's like a digital magazine. Where you're standing, like what is it about what you're doing that makes you feel like I could do this forever, or this is why I wake up in the morning? Talk to me. Oh, okay. Okay, y'all working for real.
Yeah, we got the
It's no
magazine.
it's no cap in their rap.
No, definitely. For the vision is always to take over all the multimedia, whether you're on the radio, whether you're on the internet, whether you're in magazines. Make sure that you got presence and that you present it in a high quality fashion. I can't hear you either. So yeah, it's just like making sure that you present it well. I don't know.
So because you do this, and you've been doing this for a long time, like now that you know what I'm saying, because even the Liddy show situation, a lot of people are seeing the Liddy show now and they like, oh, they jumping on the wave, but the Liddy show is like 1,000 episodes in. Like it took time to perfect it and get the quality together and things like that, but y'all were there for the origin of it. Can you speak on that? Like I know that he's spoken on it when I had Liddy on my show, but give your angle and your rendition of how that process was.
So just so everybody knows, Liddy Willie's really cousins, really family with me. We grew up together. So essentially, I I saw he was doing a show and he was very consistent with it on YouTube, but the quality and the content really wasn't up to par with something that people would stick with. I also noticed that it was really, really long. I think he would do that like 3, 4 hours or whatever and drag it on. But essentially, they would bring people in, drink them on the floor, and then you basically watch people just pass out as they vibe out. What I liked about that, what I saw, because I'm a visionary, so the things that I see is that whether he had viewers or not, every Friday he was doing the show. So to me, that's a successful trait. he wasn't doing it because he had the followers or the viewers, and that's what I liked. I liked that he was hustling because it was a passion of his. It wasn't because the numbers was doing it and he was collecting a check. It was because he was passionate about it. He had no viewers, and he was still passionate about it. So to me, that really struck something in me. And at that point, I actually wasn't in the music industry because I kind of took a hiatus from there to work on other business ventures in a few different industries. But I always told him, I was like, if I was in the music industry, if I was back in the music industry, I would definitely hire you because I believe in your work ethic. Mind you, I believe in people because of their work ethic. You might not have that song or that hit yet, but I'll connect with your energy, and that's it. Like I already know. So from watching what he was doing and understanding, the things there, I basically told him I was like, with a little bit of effort or whatever, we can clean this up. And I have some resources that we can offer. And that's when I stepped to one of my other partners from Mixmasters, Hayes, and I told him that I was going to bring a show there. And Hayes is normally not, he doesn't welcome people with open arms and that. He's not real friendly like that. But once he saw the consistency, week after week after week, bookings are always there on time, ahead of time, making sure that everything's there, whatever. It's just, you believe in people based on their effort and their energy being put in. So, that's why I always speak. That's why I always say that your hustle speaks for itself. If you gotta be opening your mouth and talking about all the things that you're doing or whatever, you're not doing enough.
Right. Man, I appreciate it. I know we got to get to some videos, pay some bills, but we definitely got to come back and rock with y'all, man. Let's do it, Jesse. Let's get some commercials in. That we got a little
If Drew
free
didn't
time.
film it, then it ain't
Respect my
filmed
grind.
right.
Tuesday. That's at that Koyataka in Winwood. And then, anyways, man, you already know. Shout out to everybody that gets their video played on our channel. If you're trying to get your video played, tap in on Video Mix TV on Instagram or tap in with me. Let's get you in rotation, fam. Shout out to all the people that invest money in their craft. You know what I mean? I can't stress that enough. Each and every episode, I can't help but say it, man. I gotta say it. Again, shout out to Ambition Life Royalty clothing line, man. You see what it is? ALR with that Nefertiti vibes. You know what I mean? Let's get back to my guest, man. Let's do it. There they go. There they go. They the hardest working unit in Miami. How important is alliances? You know what I mean? And what we do in the world that we're in, it seems like there's so many different rivals. And y'all have did a very superb job of just doing the 300 thing. Because I love 300 and using that as an example because that army just got better with time by saying, okay, I'm going to rock with Goose. I'm going to rock with P. Ryan. They working with me. Homestead not working with me. Naranja not working with me. But Coconut Grove is. How important is alliances in the craft that you're in?
It's instrumental in building what we're doing on the site. Essentially, you need these alliances to add that. I was going to say that you need alliances to add value. Essentially, it's pretty strategic. You bring that up. I hear a lot of feedback.
Yeah, you still got to check your sound. Check your sound on your end. Because I don't know if it's the headphones, I mean the earbud or whatever, but the mic on your end is like it's super low. It's way lower than what it was before we went on our break. Let's test it. I want what you're saying to be heard. Check, check, mic check. What's
Can
good?
you hear us?
I can hear you. Might have to talk a little louder or come a little closer.
I'm not sure what changed. Is it any better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better now.
All right. So, question.
About the alliances.
Alliances are very important. You need strategic alliances to create value, to add value to what you do. Some alliances don't matter as much as others. We're not in the business to have alliances with everybody because that's not a realistic vision. But as many alliances as we can build up on our side and add value to what we're doing and have them add value to what we're doing, essentially we're open to network and build a bigger team and have stronger connections with the as we continue to do our shows and meet new people and network out in the crowd and find new people, we're always strengthening our strategic alliances to say. So it's definitely instrumental and valuable to what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree. And one thing that you keep saying, and we've said this throughout conversations, is just seeing what somebody else can bring value to what you have going on. Because the dream and the vision that you have for 24hourhiphop.com, the dream that y'all have for Liddy, all of those are different assignments. All of those are different goals, 1 month goals, 10-month goals, 10-year goals. So you have to find people that bring value to that. So if you're trying to build a house right now, um, this guy might not be the most amazing person, but he's good at landscaping. And ultimately, when we're done building this project, we got to deal with landscaping. That guy's good with plumbing. That guy's good with electricians. Um, my homeboy Terrence, I had him on my show a couple weeks ago, man. He does real estate and construction and things like that. And once I understood how he broke down how he builds houses after he gets a budget for it, I really started looking at everything like that. Like, dog, like there's so many different teams that he has to delegate in order to build this house. From the roofing team, the blueprint team, the drawing team, the foundation team, the plumbing team, the people that's laying the foundation for. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different teams. You don't just use the roofing guy to do everything. So those alliances, I look at them the same way, man. That's awesome that you said that. So, artist wise, a lot of artists roll through y'all hands. What makes an artist like actually wanna like you want to work with them because y'all almost in a position of like being A&Rs. You know what I mean? So what makes you want to work with an artist? Is it something about their style? Is it their buzz? Or is it, talk to me about it.
There's lots of things we look for artists. One, there's an issue that I find that artists don't have access to creating high quality content. I think that's a major thing that hurts artists who have great talent. If you don't have great presentation, you're probably going to be overlooked just because your stuff looks like garbage. Um, so essentially, just adding value to artists, and at the same time, um, finding artists. So at the same time, we're trying. Like I work with industry folk who are very tapped in, who are very instrumental in getting people signed. So being able to find these talent or these artists as they're still in their beginning stages and still working their way up is something I find valuable. For the vision of you know being a pioneer of finding new talent. Right now in Miami-Dade County, we can tell you who all the the big and the greats are, but who are the big trending artists now in the last 5 years, and there's
Right.
going to be a lot of different or whatever because there's not a really synonymous community that has um, a unified answer to that yet. So essentially, we're trying to bring that together in all the things that we do. So I think that answers it.
That's a good answer. That's a very good answer, actually. So you getting to see a lot of artists when they're in the caterpillar phase, long before they get to like metamorphosize into the great artists that they are. Who's your top five right now? Like, who would y'all say is top five? Whether it's Florida, Miami, or just in period? Like, who is on your radar?
I have my personal top five, but I won't put them out there to just put any out bias or anything like that. The same way as I don't put out my investment things out there, I don't want anybody to feel certain type of way or for certain people to feel like certain artists are privileged because that's my top five because that I treat everybody with equal equal value. I judge everybody by the same equal value too. You said something that definitely spoke out to me about artists who invest into themselves. I've been in executive meetings where we're talking big people and big conversations that I can't be name dropping and saying certain things, but there's definitely artists who are blacklisted by the industry because they don't invest into themselves. So I know people that I can name, but I won't name them because I don't want to do that to them. But they should know who they are. They got great talent, but they're not made it past a certain level because the industry won't fuck with them because they won't fuck with themselves. They won't mess with themselves. My bad. So
Can you
Right,
give
you
initials?
have to be investing into yourself and setting yourself up for the win. If you're not going to invest in yourself, how is somebody else supposed to? So
right.
I can say that
Can you give
Sheila
the
hasn't said
initials
much
of the
or whatever.
artist?
Say it again.
Can you
Now
give the
I'm
initials?
listening.
Can you
You
give
said
the
you
initials
said
of the
Chino did what?
artist? Can you give the initials of the
Nah,
artist they're talking about?
nah. I
No,
won't even.
I'm just joking.
Nah, I won't think this like that. But I can definitely say that for on an executive side or whatever, if you're not paying for yourself, if there's opportunities presented to you, and you haven't taken it, you're definitely marked. Period. Mind you, that we constantly reach out and make sure that if you're interested or you try and this and that, and it's just constantly no, 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 then essentially you just know your door closed. So things like that happen. But essentially, what we try to do is work with all the up and coming artists. Something that I'm kind of failing on is because I'm older. Is I'm tapped in with the older artists, and there's a lot of younger artists that are new, that are trending, that are making their names and making their ways that I'm not really tapped into, which is why I rely on team members, who are able to provide that insight and that vision into, who those people are and who should we bring to the platforms and who should we be interviewing and bringing around to add value to what we're doing.
Right, right. Value is the key word in this whole episode, man. People don't understand how deep that word can be, how much it needs to be highlighted, and how much that word plays a role in having a great, successful relationship, friendship, or organization or empire. You know what I mean? Like everybody has to bring something to the table. No different than what I said earlier about having the right construction company, the right plumbers, the right electrician. Because if you're trying to build something big, it takes different people to be great at whatever component that you know what I mean, file them in
Hmm.
under. Um, I wanted to ask you this, and I'm gonna say it in a nameless way. Just stay with me. I had a guest on my show who will remain nameless. Um, I see that y'all had like a back and forth going on a couple weeks ago, and it was basically saying, in reference to just that specific person venting and relieving some stress because they felt uncomfortable about the support of a specific artist or a specific artist from Miami that don't get that love. You went to war words. We grown. In the cleanest way, do you still feel that way for one? For two, is the problem fixed between you and that other person? And then for three, what made you so what put the battery in your back like, nah, no sir. No sir. No. So speak on it.
What was the first one? We're gonna go one by one so I can break it down.
Man, knock them out in whatever order you choose. Go ahead.
What was the first one? Repeat it. Repeat it.
The first one really was I can't even remember, but I will say, do you still feel that way? And what
I
was
can
said?
I can say this. It wasn't what was said. As many people as called me and said that that said person said that it was a misunderstanding. As many times as I tried to watch it again, um, it was perfectly clear. It was a jab at the team. The issue that I took part is I do this on my personal time. I make money in other industries, and I come out of my where I make my money to personally come back into this music industry, and I'm working to build up this community. And I personally took offense, to be honest with you, as soon as they your whole team sucks. And what that told me was, you don't respect the community in any way. Every single artist, you just basically said that they suck. And I can name many artists that I feel like were felt under that personal attack. At the same time, you're talking about the community this, the community that, and then you crap on the community, and then you want to say my artist. In any business thing, unless you have leverage, right? You played out
Right.
all your cards. You're looking sideways. You basically played, an emotional card at that point. So what else do you got to fall back on? Like that's literally your last thing. So to me, like, it had nothing to do with the orchestrators. Where I really took personal offense to was that he felt that he had to literally disrespect the whole team, which is artists as well as the orchestrators, just because he felt like his artist is better. And at that point, then I feel you're biased. I understand everybody has their own artists and their own list of this and that. But if you're not working with this team, if you're not working with these creators, mind you, I have shows, I have opportunities for free. I got opportunities for
Right.
medium pay, and I got the I have many connections with you. I got many connections with other content creators, right? Was I ever contacted to help and work with this artist or whatever? No. You get what I'm saying? I'm not too hard, right? I'm very open in the DM. I'm very, I speak to people all the time. I give them opportunities. I don't charge all the time because I don't feel everybody needs to pay all the time. That's why we have this 4 hour capping, right? So, I'm trying to get this community up and going. And at the same time, while we're sitting here and building it, and you're not doing anything about it, you're going to open up and speak negatively. That's not the way you come. That's not how you come if you want a solution. You got to come and you don't talk about the problem. You come about and you bring about a solution, and then that's how you have a more effective conversation. Oh, I have this artist. We should be doing this, this, and this. Versus all your whole team sucks. Like, you're not going to win with that. That don't make no sense. I'm sorry.
Right.
I personally reached out to him. I asked for the number so I can speak to him on the phone because to me it's not personal. Do I get angry or whatever? Or did I feel a certain type of way? Yeah, but is it personal? No. I got people that work with him. I got teams of people and stuff. We're not gonna go and find him. It's not nothing like that. It's really, it's okay for people in the community to have two voiced opinions and be able to find a happy medium in there, right? So at the same time, while I don't feel the same way he does, whatever, my main vision is to connect the community. So why am I really reaching out to him? Because I want to argue for him, no. Because I honestly want to bring his artist to the platform and give him the shine that he basically asked for in a very very impolite way. Because I am very genuine like that, and
Right.
that couldn't be more real than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just here to
Right.
bless and bring the community. And if there's conflict, there's conflict, but there's no war because of a conversation.
Right.
It's not
Right.
that.
And you said that it's fixable and workable and that's what I want displayed over the air too, because I've known him for a good amount of years. I've known y'all for a good amount of time, and I'm like, it's one of those situations where we could all learn from it, because it reminds me how much I don't need to vent. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really the venting type, but you know what I mean? Like, I mean, online, I vent because I'm a hothead. I'm still trying to cool my brain down, but I try
I
not
follow
to
the
put
same.
things like that online, because I know how it is. It could be received the wrong way, and then sometimes when you get emotional, other people get emotional, and then it just creates this real bandwidth. Right. It's a bandwidth of it, and then you still don't know how far that wave is gonna go. Like, it's no different than what they say. Once you squeeze it all out, the toothpaste all out the tube, it's hard to put that thing back in. Like, you can't put toothpaste back in that tube once you done squeezed it all the way out. It's easy to put it out. It's hard to put it back in. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Just want to make
Yeah.
sure that we don't have no Tupac Biggie in Miami, and y'all ain't
Nah,
y'all ain't throwing
I, I,
eggs at each other Benzes and
I can say this. There's executives in the background, right? So, I got called, hey, this is possibly how you should handle it. So there's definitely orchestration that's handling or whatever, because there's, like I said, there's an umbrella. There's really bigger orchestration to this industry or whatever. So, like, I find when people are picking apart, it shouldn't handle like that. It should be handled properly, because honestly, all these numbers and these people are easily connectable on the phone, on Instagram. It's real easy to handle these things or whatever. Um,
right,
but essentially, we're all here we're all here working for the same thing. We have a passion for this industry, for the music, and we're here to work with artists that we feel are great, and that just need a little bit
facts,
of visibility and to be heard. And
right.
however we can play a part to make that happen or whatever, that's how we play our role. So
Sometimes, and I know I'm gonna get off that topic because I know we don't have a lot of time, but because I want to make sure I cover all grounds. Maybe I need to have a 5 hour show. But anyways, what I want to say was sometimes you got to live by example. So I appreciate you being just, a part of the upper echelon that's humble enough to deal with it without getting on this like real heavy, you know what I mean? Because you got a good amount of people that stand by you. So if you say let's, da 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 da, it could go left, it could go right, it could go wrong. You feel me? So as a leader, I
that's
commend you, and I'm taking this moment, just relax, to really give you a credit. Like, man, everybody don't react this way. You know what I mean? So obviously you got the right people around you, not pouring gasoline on it, because you could take it all the way to the left. He could probably take it all the way to the right. And I ain't never feel that way nowhere. I never felt like I was gonna walk out my house one day and then it was like, y'all taking, 10 paces in that direction and y'all pull out guns, and like, I don't feel like it was ever that serious. But I'm telling you, I commend you for that. Now, my next part of this, before I get you up out of here, is this. I never let a guest leave my television show without looking in that camera and honestly thinking about those that are in a dark place, a cold place, a mental health needing place, a wounded place, a suicidal place. I need you to look in that camera. I need you to take 60 seconds of all of our time and give some advice because you've been giving a lot of advice, but there's a different set of people that I need you to speak to now because we've all been in a moment in which we are failing, or we might be broke, or we're headed to homelessness, or we're about to get evicted. I need you to talk to those people. Give 60 seconds of advice, please, brother.
I'm gonna step in for a second. I feel like you should just never give up, right? If you believe in something, I feel like you should just go 100% in whatever it is. There's always gonna be dark days, but there's always light, right? So you're always gonna get the rain's always gonna pass, and there's always gonna be light in all the bad. So I like to always say, never dwell in the negative. Try to think of the positive. So if your day's going bad, it's all everything about it is bad, and you keep saying, "Oh man, like, oh I got stopped by the cops, oh I got into a car accident, or oh this my shoe didn't fit me the right way." You're just continuing this. You're just gonna continue that cycle. I feel like if you bring the positive out of the negatives, your turnaround is better. And I feel like your day will be better because if you go around and be like, oh, I had an accident, but oh man, like I have a great opportunity to do what I like to do. If you're in that position and you have a passion and you're chasing it and you have the ability, like it's a blessing. Like and also ultimately like your family, like think about your family. Don't think about you. Think about the people that are around you that really care about you and that really are the ones that are pushing you right now to be where you want to be. So it's selfish to be like, oh, it's about me when it's a whole unit that's pushing you that's trying to help you be great.
To add to that, I would say find a passion. You have to find a passion to follow. If you follow your passion, then essentially in those dark times, you have something to turn to. So when you get out of work, if you get out of work and you have nothing else to do, then essentially you don't do nothing. You just watch TV, or if you're in a negative place, then you have time to just dwell on negativity. But if you find a passion of yours, then even in a dark time, in a negative time, in a down time, you have a passion that you can devote your time to kind of help you not focus on those dark negative times. I got that from Hayes specifically. You know, when I've been through situations and breakups and this and that. When times are really tough and you really can't stop thinking about things or whatever. He always tells me it's like stay busy, stay busy. Come to the studio, like figure out what to do. Okay, learn how to edit videos, or here I'll give you the camera. Go in and shoot things and figure things out or whatever. Like just keep your mind, keep busy or whatever. So stay focused on a passion that you're interested in and whatever, and it'll definitely save your life.
Definitely, man. I appreciate that because sometimes we don't know how far these words travel in the right path and direction in which they may bless somebody's life, and you might be stopping somebody from doing something that's unfixable. You know what I mean? So I thank y'all for that. I thank you for this episode, man. Like, I'm looking forward to a lot of endeavors that we all have within our circle. Um, and the more people see unity, man, the people that want to be unified or be a part of a winning team, they tend to look at you like moths to a flame, man. Shout out to Rep Your City. I want to say that too. Jesse, I spoke with him. He wanted to have like a media sit down. We was chopping it up, and I know I'm premature by saying this, but just having like just something for the media, and us all probably going over there to like Rep Your City, and having like a sit down. I told him maybe we should do it like once a month on his network. Take that video footage. Liddy and 24 could use that just to implement on their segue, and then we use it on Video Mix and just get the ball rolling and understanding like it's one big empire. And a lot of these artists need to understand, like, stop trying to backdoor everything, because I got a problem with that. Like, if you ain't rocking with Liddy or you ain't dealing with their prices, trust me, we all talk. So if you got bad blood over there, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have bad blood with Video Mix. If you got bad blood with Video Mix, 9 times out of 10, I'm not rocking with you. And that's not like blackballing. It's just the fact that if you're doing it in a negative way, cool. But it works in return in a positive way. If I know that 93 Purpose is doing well with 24-hour hip hop, then I know he's gonna do well with the Liddy. And then when he's doing well with Liddy, he's over here to respect my grind. And then he's gonna end up, you understand what I'm saying? And the ball just keeps rolling. So the same way you could be negative about something and affect you in a way, it works that way positively, man. I appreciate you guys. All your information is here. I'm gonna let Jesse say what he has to say, but before y'all get up out of here, tell the people how to get in contact with y'all.
You can catch us on 24 Hour Hip Hop TV on Instagram. You'll find everything that you want to find. Also, check us out, the Liddy Show as well on Instagram as well. The Brothers Liddy Show on on YouTube. Yeah, the Brothers Liddy Show on YouTube. YouTube.com/The Brothers Liddy Show. So you can find all of our interviews, etc.
Yeah, and you can find me at Mr. 24 Hour on Instagram, on everywhere. Easy to find.
Right.
MRHOU.
Appreciate it. Jesse, you got something on your mind?
I just had a quick question, or maybe it's even more of a comment, because I hold on, let me make sure. Hold on one second. Yeah, I'm trying. I didn't actually know. For some reason, I guess when I first was introduced to 24-hour hip hop, I thought it was Big Chuck's platform. You know, because this is some years back, so I didn't really I never got a chance to meet you in person, but just from afar, I definitely I've seen your platform grow, and I really appreciate the skill with which you run that platform. So hopefully we can meet one day as you know, as the world opens back up, and I think there's a lot we can do in a collaborative sort of effort.
Yeah, definitely. So, just to drop a little bit of information real quick, whatever. DJ Chronic, which is Flo Rida's official DJ, which back then was Rick Ross's official DJ, is a very close friend of mine. We used to throw house parties as a kid, like 14, 15 years old. We used to throw house parties, me, him, and Hayes. Successful parties, like real big, crazy parties. So, I always did websites as a kid. I was making websites in elementary school, and he ended up introducing me to Big Chuck. So Big Chuck was the original owner, and we're still business partners to this day. Like I can say that, you know, all the success that I have in the music side is majorly was impactful by him, you know, empowering me, which is allowed me to empower other people and bring them under the umbrella as well. So I know we didn't get to tap into the history on that, but I definitely didn't want to leave without mentioning Chuck and Chronic and, you know, the original Pool Boy family. You know, I'm definitely one of those Pool Boy University people who grew up in that business and came out, you know, successful on top. But I can't say I'm the only one. There's lots of others, like Freddie Benz, who is still instrumental with these artists, as well as, you know, creating companies outside of the industry as well. So shout out to him as well.
Definitely, man. It's been an awesome episode. I would not hold you guys. I'm so excited that we got a chance to chop it up, bro. Y'all made my night. Stay tuned, man. Keep looking for these guys, man. They gave y'all the information, man. We up out of here each and every Tuesday right here on Video Mix. Respect My Grind Live, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in from Atlanta right now. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in in the South Florida region, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Man, be on the lookout for greater things, man. It's coming soon, man. I'm out of here, bro.